Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios on this 04.09.2025. Current time is 0611 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside. And it is middle of the week, hump day, folks. We're halfway there, working towards the weekend. I am Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on X, my mainstay for posting on all these social media feeds. And there's quite a few I've just posted on as far as for this broadcast. But at Fireman Rich over there on X. If you want to know all the other places, go ahead and Google at Fireman Rich, and you'll see all the other places where I'm at. And I'm on several other ones. But we are broadcasting here on Rumble Studios out to Rumble, where we have 3 people right out of the gate. Thank you very much. Locals, YouTube, Twitch, where we got 2 people, X Live, and Facebook Live. And again, I'm checking it here. Quest Dad, the Quest Dad, official Lotro streamer, and he's a great streamer for Lord of the Rings Online. Just liked and retweeted or liked the Good Morning All in Tauga County and retweeted the thought for the day, which we'll get to here in a bit. So thank you, Quest Dad. Check out Questing Dad, the Questing Dad. Great guy, good guy. He puts on a very outstanding broadcast on Lord of the Rings. Let's see here. We're going to X Live. What do we have over on X Live here? We have 4 people on X Live this morning. Thank you very much, those folks that are on X Live right now. We have four people from what I'm seeing on my feed. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. And then the Facebook, we remembered to. Hey, Tony D's already been there. He snuck in there. Thank you, Tony D, with the salute to you on the Facebook. Facebook's running. He put a comment there. Thank you very much. And X and Facebook, I got to check their. I got to periodically look at those feeds because they don't pop up here. And we do have one on the YouTube now. Thank you very much on the YouTube. Greatly appreciated. We do a multi-broadcasting here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we do appreciate the viewership from you all that are viewing right now currently. And there's Tony. He's in the. There's Tony. He's on the Rumble. He came in on the Rumble. Good morning, Tony. Salute to you. Hashtag positive start to the day. Tony says good morning to the missus. Tony said good morning to the missus.
Good morning, Tony.
There we go.
Sorry, I was looking at the food.
She's eating some food here. Salute to you, my friend, my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. Thank you very much for being here, Tony. He's saying hi over there on the YouTube as well. Oh, look at this. We got Double J's. Come, how you doing, Double J's? Double J's is in the Twitch chat. Thank you very much, Double J's. Great to be here. Have you here? He is now, Double J's, are you in India? Or I know you're from India, but are you there right now? Or are you somewhere? You don't have to tell me the location because full disclosure, I play with Wingnut, and he gave me. I always thought you were in India, but he says you're at some other location. If you want to, I'll keep it undisclosed location and stuff like that. When I was talking to you, I always thought you were there in India in Mumbai because we'll do the temperature there of India because Devil Jace is here. Yes, it's true. Okay, no problem. I'll keep on when you come in. I'll give the weather for India. That's what I do for the folks around the world that are overseas there. And Double J's, I've known Double J. Double J's, I played. I don't know if I played PUBG Mobile with you, but we know somebody, a gentleman known as Wingnut. We didn't play yesterday though. He had a family member that had a birthday, so we took the day off. He went out to dinner with family and to celebrate a birthday there, and he's over there in Scotland, and we'll be playing this afternoon. And So I ended up taking a nap yesterday. But Double J's, I've known Double J's for a while. Double J's, thank you for being here. Greatly appreciate you being here, my friend. And I hope all is well with you as well. And yeah, I was, but I moved. Okay, you moved. Okay, oh, no problem. Okay, when you come in, I'll give you the temperature of India. Yeah, I was mentioning. I think it's a while back. I said you popped in and said, "Oh yeah," and and um, and didn't update. Sorry, didn't update. No, no, that's okay. No worries. It's okay. I'm just glad you're doing okay and enjoy where you're at and stuff like that. So, but just to let you know, I'm up to speed. Okay, so uh, we're all over. That's the magic of the internet. You can talk to people all around the world and stuff like that. And there's a lot of people that take this for granted, and I do not. I mean, like I said, I've known Double J's here online for a couple of years now, and I'm glad to have him here. Still associate with, kid around a little bit and stuff like that. And online friends, you're a real person. You're not a bot, that's for sure, and neither is Wingnut and stuff like that. Yeah, Double J says, yeah, it's a small world, and it makes it even small. But but there's magic with it when it's for the good. When you do it for the good and you have fun and you're able to share something with somebody on people online, and you have a good conversation and stuff like that. I'm one that I always say this internet reminds me of my grandfather when he used to do the short wave bit back down there in Brooklyn back in the. I used to visit it during the summer times. My grandparents in Brooklyn on Avenue N, and he would do the short wave or listen to short wave, and he would get this. He'd just be amazed, just getting the radio signal from over there in the UK or around the world, or it just was, he it just fascinated him. So I know he would be fascinated. He passed away way before the internet. I was still, what was that? I was still in junior high school and stuff like that. And as far as that goes, and Tina, our Jersey girl, is here. She's coming in on YouTube this morning. Hey, good morning, Tina. Glad to have you here. And let's see, Double J's. I realized the power of the internet during COVID. Oh yeah, I think we all did. When everybody was confined to their homes and needed interaction, positive thing. Yes, very good. So I think so. That is very true. Double J's and and it was probably one of the most useful tools ever. And oh, that's the only notification. I don't know what's going on with the notifications unless you accidentally turned them off, Tina. I check them. Sometimes they happen. Things happen on the internet. Last night I was broadcasting Lord of the Rings online. I started at 7, and my internet crapped out on me, so I had to reset everything. And Double J says I got notification on S. Oh, on X. Okay. Is S near X? Yeah, I guess yeah, it is. Okay, he meant X. He got, and so yeah, good morning. Oh, okay, there she is. Tina is on the Twitch now, and then Tina's saying good morning to Double J's. And that's the thing. Everybody knows everybody. You guys cross. I know you all cross platforms on other broadcasters, which is great. And as far as that goes, and Double J's is saying good morning to our Jersey girl Tina in Central New Jersey. And I'm up here in the southern tier of upstate New York. That coffee is good. I am sucking that down really quick this morning. But we are getting our day started, and I want to say thank you to all the other viewers that are viewing the broadcast right now currently. It is appreciated. And it's the added bonus of, because I have fun doing this every morning. I truly do. I just like to express that I do have fun getting up here, putting this together. And once I get in the seat and I get going, man, it gets my day going as far as that goes. And you can see our day is going right now. It's starting to get daylight early here as far as that goes. And but we had some weather last night. I think winter's trying to hang on. I woke up at 2 o'clock to go to the bathroom like I normally do. It's almost like clockwork, I guess, every night, folks. Um, and But I'm looking out the window and I'm seeing something flying. There's snow last night. Is there snow out there? No, it didn't accumulate. But there were snow flurries last night. It was blowing last night, and it just the wind and the flurries. Because right now, currently, we dropped it. We dropped a degree. We dropped 1 degree. Um, let's see. Tina says there's more notifications only on YouTube. Okay. Well, yeah. I thought. I think I don't know if the thing is, now that you say that, I can't. I get notifications from Twitch on the tablet. Let's see, and I got the Rumble. Yeah, I got notifications from Rumble and Twitch. I guess I don't have notifications on YouTube. So like I said last night, the internet can be funky, I guess, because I started to broadcast at 7 already. I was going to broadcast for 3 hours, and then it crapped out. In most cases, most people say, screw it. No, I ended up deleting the short 20-minute broadcast that I had, and I restarted, and I stayed on for 2 hours last night. So it was a good 2-hour broadcast last night, Lotro broadcast. We will probably be broadcasting tonight because I'm having fun doing the evening broadcast now a couple times this week. So when I feel like doing it, I'm going to do it. So I will be broadcasting tonight. Tomorrow night is Thursday, so that's when we'll be doing Let's Talk Football, just as a reminder. As far as that goes, let's see. Currently here in the Southern Tier, winter is trying to stick around because the temperature is just indicating. And usually beginning of April, it's like this. It's trying to, hang on. I think we've had warmer temperatures in March than we did in April so far. But currently here in the Southern Tier of upstate New York, it's 26 degrees Fahrenheit. That's -3 degrees Celsius in April. It's springtime, folks. Winter, get out of here. Is the groundhog wrong? But anyway, it's 26 degrees and it's cold out there. And the flowers the tulips are coming up. I can see them out in the backyard, the flowers and all that. They say snow showers this morning. What we get for snow is just flurries. It's snowing in Michigan. Yeah, I would figure, yeah, I guess MI is Michigan. Yeah, there's snow in Michigan, and that's where it's coming from. It's coming. I think last night, who was it? Deplorable on Rumble last night when I was gaming. He says it's in the Northeast, and I guess what he meant by that was it's when you say something like that. I guess it's a phrase that the weather's coming your way, and he's out there in western Pennsylvania, south of Olean, and he was commenting there. But let's see, snow showers this morning. I don't see it. We're cloudy though. It's cloudy out. Now, let's see, those clouds are this blue sky. Blue sky's starting to pop through. But peaks of sunshines later. High of 46 degrees Fahrenheit, which is nice. It should be a little bit warmer. We've had some weather here where it's been 70 degrees. Winds out of the west-northwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Chance of snow is a 50%. Sun will be rising this morning at 6:35. That's in 10 minutes. It's 6:25 right now. So it's 6:35 a.m. 10 minutes from now, the sun will be rising. And you can see it's getting daylight out there. And sun will be setting at 7:40 this evening, p.m. The p.m. And our world times and temperatures as they come up. Let's see. Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:25 a.m. Currently there. Cloudy skies, cloudy skies with a little clearing, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Phoenix, Arizona at 3:25 a.m. Currently clear skies, 63 degrees Fahrenheit in Phoenix. In the windy city of Chicago at 5:26 a.m. Cloudy skies, 36 degrees Fahrenheit. In New York City at 6:26 a.m. 6:26 a.m. here in the southern tier of upstate New York also. In the city, the jungle, clear skies, 34 degrees Fahrenheit. I was watching the Mets yesterday afternoon, and they were all bundled up. It was a ball game yesterday afternoon down there in City Stadium in Queens, and you could tell it was cold. It was a cold day for the boys of summer playing baseball. Let's see where Tina is at down there in central New Jersey. It's 30 degrees in New Jersey, but they're going to have temperatures 50 degrees for the high, 36 for the low. And so thank you, Tina, for that. And Tony D has letting us know down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, where Tony D resides at right now, which is south of Macon, and Macon is south of Atlanta. I just like saying that. But he's down south there in Georgia, and Tony says it's currently 44 degrees Fahrenheit down there. High is 71, 43, and it's clear down there. Thank you, Tony, for that weather update, and thank you, Tina, also. Going across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean at 11:27 a.m. in Cork, Ireland, 57 degrees Fahrenheit, sunny and clear in Cork. In Milan, Italia, at 12:27 p.m. In Milan, sunny and clear currently, 59 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Mumbai, India, where Double J's is from, 3:57 p.m. in Mumbai. I'm showing cloudy with a little sun peeking through in Mumbai, 88 degrees Fahrenheit. In New Delhi, India, at 3:58 p.m. in their afternoon. Again, cloudy with a little sun, but it's 100 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot weather. That's summer weather there. Always hot in India, right, Double J's? It's like the temperatures are always warm and hot. Let's see. In Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, at 6:28 p.m. in their early evening, sunny and clear, 88 degrees Fahrenheit. In Tokyo, Japan, at 7:28 p.m. in their evening, clear skies in Tokyo, 61 degrees Fahrenheit. And down under on the great continent and great country of Australia, great friends of and allies to the United States, in Melbourne, Australia, at 8:28 p.m. currently, cloudy skies, 63 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Sydney, Australia, at 8:29 p.m. also in Sydney, clear skies, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And those are world times and temperatures as I speak. And let's see, Double J's hot and hotter and hottest. Without the monsoons, India would have been a desert. Exactly. Oh my God, that's true. That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah. Thank God for the monsoon. But sometimes India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, they get those monsoons that just consume. I mean, they're worse than hurricanes and tornadoes here. Well, they're just as bad as tornadoes. What's worse, a tornado or hurricane? Depends on its. Hurricanes can be really bad. I've been through some monsoons when I was in the Philippines. There, or was it typhoons? Was it typhoon? They call them typhoons that come out of the Pacific. There, when I was in the Philippines, they rock and roll. My God, there's just that a little bitty storm. You don't call a monsoon or a typhoon a little storm. Those are big. It's bigger than your normal rainstorm as far as that goes. So okay, so there's our weather and our world times and temperatures. Our thought for the day. Let's see. Double J says, "Yep, monsoons is like somebody forgot to turn the tap off. Just sudden, or forgot to turn the tap. Yeah, it's an instant downpour. Exactly. It just, I mean, just it literally rains in buckets. That's what I get from that comment from Double J's. We do have a thought for today. The author is unknown, so but it's a good one, and it goes as follows. Get some coffee. Oh, let's see. We got an issue over here. What's going on over here? The encoder from Twitch didn't. Let's go ahead and refresh that. Okay, we're back up there. Let's see. Our thought for the day from somebody unknown, and it goes as follows. You can't fall if you don't climb, but there's no joy in living your life on the ground. Yeah, you could be, plain old whatever, but if you got to get out there and be part of the part of life is getting out there and engaging with people as far as that goes, and so this comment encourages you to take some risks. We should always try to. I don't know. You could take a risk, and if you don't make it, just don't make it a drastic risk, and strive for growth because that's what you want to do. You want to grow as a person. The comment suggests that while failing is a possibility, and we're going to fail, you're going to fail. So understand that. A life of stagnation, which if it's boring, that's what stagnation is. It's going to be unsatisfying, and as far as that goes. So let's see. And Tina laughing at Double J's. Yeah, the buckets of water. So you can't fall if and you can't fall. Fall is making a mistake in life if you don't climb. You got to climb. You got to move forward and go down the road and try to make your life a worthwhile life. But there's no joy in living your whole life on the ground. You gotta have enjoy the spice of life, I guess, is what it's trying to say too. So that's from somebody unknown. And most people have different variations of that comment too, as far as and there are very, very variations. Let's see here. Our National Day today. Let's see what we got on the docket there. Let's see. National Unicorn Day. I'm not much into unicorns. It's just like, nah. No, I'm not a unicorn guy. I know there's Greg Gutfield is so, but that he has a poo mug on his shoulder. Let's see, National Library Outreach Day. Yeah, I think it was National Library there. National Education and Spring Day. And let's see, National Chinese Almond Cookie. I like a good almond cookie. We're going to go with this one because it has to deal with some important recognition, and I'm going to have to put out the flags today because of this. This is a good one, and this is for April 9th. It's hashtag Former POW Recognition Day. Recognize those POWs. I remember the end of the Vietnam War. And I think it was in March of 1975. That's when they televised the return of the prisoners of war from the Vietnam, and that was a pretty historical event, I guess, a return of POWs and stuff. Because I never seen it before. The Vietnam War is, for most part, the first major war that as a kid was realizing. And I was stupid as a young kid because I wanted to go fight there. I wanted to go fight. And as it's like thinking about it, I'm glad I did because we should have never been over there. I think history shows that. But National Former Prisoner of War Recognition Day on April 9th honors the courage, men and women who have endured brutal treatment at the hands of their captors. As a result, they also suffer separation from family and display incredible endurance and faith during their captivity. It was on this day in 1942 the largest number of U.S. forces were captured by Japanese troops in Bataan Peninsula in the Philippines. After battling through extreme conditions and prolonged battles, the captured troops were forced to march 65 miles to a prison camp. Without medical attention, food, water, thousands died. The mistreatment continued for those who suffered on the brutal journey. In compounds deep in unfamiliar jungle, the hardships, brutality, and suffering lasted more than 2 years for those who could survive. Since the Revolutionary War, over 500,000 service members have been captured. The numbers does not reflect those lost or never recovered. However, each POW endures conditions much like the ones described above. These heroes deserve a day of recognition, and I totally agree with that. I totally agree as far as so I'm going to be recognizing that by placing the American flag, and I do have a POW never forget flag. I'll be hanging that out on the porch today for today, and we should never forget. And oh, it's your sister's birthday today. Happy birthday to your sister, Tina. A happy birthday to your sister. And she's saying, yes, it's true. Oh, Tim Fan 40. Hey, saying good morning, Tina. Good morning, Tim Fan 40 coming in. He's saying good morning to you. Didn't say good morning to me, dude. What's going on there? That's all right. Mention the chat. I'm just an afterthought, right? Double J says there is no future in history, but without history, there is no present. There is no future in history, but without history, there is no present. That's a good one. Yeah. I tend to look I to be able to move forward to go into the future. You got to remember where you came from, though. Double J's. Sometimes history will dictate the future. I think. I don't know. What do you think about that? But that's true. There is no future in history, but without history, there is no present. Exactly. If you don't have any history, you don't exist. And let's see. Not my words, my teeth. Yeah, that I agree with that. I agree with that. It's just like I think you've known me long enough. I really, I'm always interested in history, especially military history. Um, Back when I was I think it started back my later years in grade school, and then when I got into high school, I loved history. My senior term paper was on the Battle of Midway, and so I do enjoy that. So that, but those are good words. I like those. I like that as far as that's a good statement. So I'm not just so I'm not disagreeing. I thought it was a very good statement. So, um, and history teachers are pretty cool. The best history teacher I had was Mr. Zawanowski, Mr. Z, and I had him in American Studies and when I was a junior, and then when I was a senior, I had I had him for a teacher in for foreign studies, China and Japan. And I did my term paper was on Midway, as far as that goes. Which was a crucial battle for the United States. Hey, there is our good friend Captain Rehab. How we doing, Captain Rehab? Good morning. Coming in from the city of brotherly love. Glad to see you, my friend. And was this in the 70s? What was in the 70s? Yeah, I went to high school in the 70s. Yeah, yeah. I grew up in the 60s, and the mid 70s is when I went to high school. The term paper. No, the term. Yeah, I made that back in the 70s. Yeah, when I was in high school, I was in high school in the 70s. Oops, we got trouble in the house now. Double J's. Captain Rehab, he behaves himself here. I don't know. You probably see he can be pretty I'm going to say comical because I've always known him as being a good online comic as far as that goes. Yeah. I've known Double J's. I've known Captain Rehab since Haps and stuff. I don't know when did I hook up with you? Yeah, I hooked up with you on Twitch, I believe. Double J's. I don't think I remember. Were you on Haps, Double J's? Haps always is brought up by the people that were on Haps as far as that goes. Let's see, what do we got for campaign? No campaign, but it is blinking. Okay. And Tina saying hi to her nephew, her online nephew, Captain Rehab. Captain Rehab, Haps, lots of laugh. Yeah, it was lots of laugh. Double Shay says it was after Haps went down. Okay, it was after Haps went down. Okay. Yeah, Captain Rehab. I remember watching his Haps broadcasts and stuff like that. I distinctly remember Captain Rehab. You always had trouble with the other people because you were on a condominium board or something like that, and they didn't like your ideas and stuff. I knew you were frustrated with that as far as that goes. And Captain Rehab saying hi to Auntie Tina. And as far as that goes. Okay, so there's our National Day. It's National, it's Observed Former POW Recognition Day. And see, Tina says, Captain, my real nephew just got a book published. Oh, okay, good. He's been published. That's always good. Published book. Yesterday we did was Tuesday. It was the every other Tuesday we did the Mixcloud broadcast, the Tioga Radio Show for 8 April 2025, and most of the things I brought up when I was on the condo board, they would wound up doing after I got off. Isn't that the case? I'm not surprised at that, Captain Rehab. I know. I just remember that you were very clear on what you wanted, what you presented, and stuff like that. And I'm saying, what are these guys? They're just older folks that didn't want to listen to the younger person on the board, and hopefully that gives you a little satisfaction and stuff, I guess. But it's just I just remember the frustration you had right there, and Tina says. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that too, and stuff like that. So as far as I'm concerned, Captain Rehab, he was one of the good broadcasters on Haps because it was the real deal. He was no phony. Like we had our share of phonies on Haps, that's for sure. On the Mixcloud broadcast, that's over there on mixcloud.com/Richard M. Roberts. We had we started. It was a long one yesterday. It was like 49, almost 50 minutes long yesterday. 49 minutes. But we had Meatloaf with Bat Out of Hell, Brian Adams with Can't Stop That Thing. We started The Deadly Daisies with Locked and Loaded. I think I played that song before. John Mellencamp, a classic, Crumbling Down. Grand Funk Railroad, another classic. American Band, love that song. Eminem with Lose Yourself. Def Leppard with Animal. And a very good one from Pink Floyd that I don't play enough, but is a good song, High Hopes. So we had some good songs, a good 8 songs presented on the Tioga Radio Show for 8 April 2025, where I play a wannabe radio DJ. Hey, there he is, Deplorable. How you doing, my friend that's out there in Western Pennsylvania? I don't know. I saw your comments last night. I was probably involved in the game last night, Deplorable, that I didn't, when I do the gaming, I don't recognize the comments as quickly as I do on the morning broadcast here. So thank you for your view last night, and appreciate you being here this morning, and I hope all is well out there. What did you mean by that Northeast? Were you talking about the weather in the comments that you posted in the game last night? You posted a couple comments, and when I looked, it's like, oh, there's the Deplorable. Oh, my God. And let's see, Captain Rehab, he says, I haven't heard Eddie coughing. The missus must not be sick anymore. Also, good morning, Mrs. Captain Rehab says good morning.
Good morning, Captain.
Yeah, we're feeling a whole lot better. We didn't do any walking yesterday. It was cold and stuff. And let's see, Deplorable says, let's see, what happened there? What happened? I keep on missing the... No worries. I was talking about the game. Oh, the game. Okay. Where the farm was. Okay. The farm. Yeah. Okay. The farm to get the bad guys and stuff. That was sort of, yeah, it was, yep, you were right. It is Northeast. Okay. Now I get it. Because you looked at the map. I like that. Oh, that is good. That is good. It did click. I said, what does he mean by northeast? It was northeast of where I was. Very good. I like that. Thank you again for being on the viewing the broadcast last night, The Lord of the Rings. I'm enjoying the hell out of that game, playing it. I don't recognize the comments because I get so zoned into the game. And the one character I'm playing, it's a hobbit, a pesky hobbit, as it's been tagged. So we'll be, let's see, we did a mix call yesterday. The next mix call we'll be doing on the 22nd. But normally Tuesdays and Thursdays we do the audio podcast on Spotify for creators, and we'll be doing one this Thursday. As far as I have fun doing the Tioga radio show, it's always fun. Let's see now. And let's see, we got to put that on that right there. So, like I said, my internet crapped out when I first went on. It did that the other day when I was on PUBG Battlegrounds. It just sort of. I'm looking at my routers going and stuff, and I don't know if the folks at Spectrum. That's who I get my service through is Spectrum. They're playing around on the lines out there and stuff like that. I have pretty decent. I have pretty decent internet. It's not that bad. It's pretty decent. Let's see. Let's go down the thing. We got 5 people on Rumble, 1 person on Locals, 1 person on YouTube, 6 people on Twitch. Thank you very much. We got the mother load on Twitch, and over on we have 5 people, 5 folks over on X Live. Thank you very much, X Live, and over on no real activity on just Tony he popped in there on the Facebook. So we're doing good on the things. And let's see. Why? Okay, that's why. Okay. And let's see. Deplorable was very high winds yesterday, so could have been a branch down. Yeah, it could have been. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and you must did you get some snow last night also, Deplorable? As far as that goes? High winds yesterday. So yeah, the wind's blowing out. No, it's clear skies out there now. Blue skies. It's clear blue skies outside now. And let's see. We're going to go ahead, and there is a 100 years ago. This one is from was it April 7th? So we're going to go ahead and listen to that. Yeah, it's 40 minutes into the broadcast. Let's see. Oh, you had some last 2 nights. Okay, last 2 nights. Yeah, the snow flurries. I saw a whole. It flurried last night, really bad and stuff like that. Hate the snow. Yeah, the snow can go away at this point. Um, and it was laggy here. Yeah. Okay. And plus the fact I'm the gaming I'm broadcasting that at 1080p where this is 720p. It's just that through the Rumble Studios, that's the highest I can get for some reason. It won't go any higher. But if I go through Prism Live, and use the RTMP, I can get 1080p. I think if I just broadcast on Rumble by itself, I get 1080p. But there's something about Rumble Studios because you got multiple, as far as it goes, and the lag's going to be there. That's the internet. That's what it goes. Let's see. No, we're going to wait a minute because I'm just noticing now we have a Twitch break, so we're going to wait until the Twitch break is over. Which, for those people that are watching and they can't hear me now because they're watching, but if you're on YouTube and you do want to go on Twitch and you watch the commercials, thank you very much because those pennies add up. And I guess right now I ordered 3 things. I ordered. Let's see. Yeah, I get 1080p when I stream to Rumble, but I solo stream. Yeah, the solo stream. Yes, exactly. Deplorable. And let's see. It was foggy here also out there in Western Pennsylvania. Yep. I've taken a little bit of the money that I've earned on Twitch, and I'm going to be getting a green screen. for my gaming. It's going to attach here. It's going to be a round thing. I'll show it on the morning broadcast, and it'll be attached to the chair, so I'll be a little bit more focused in on the way I present myself on the thing. So I think that's neat. I'm getting this thing broke. I've got my phone sitting on the thing, and what this is on my my Joby. On this thing, it attaches here, and I put my phone in the corner. This thing broke. It's a piece of shit. And it's from Joby too, I think. So I don't know if I can glue that on there or stuff. Do I got the other piece? I think I got the other piece there. So I ordered another piece, a phone holder to attach to this Joby so I can use it. And I ended up I'm going to be getting a new mouse too. I'm going to be getting a gaming mouse. As far as the mouse I'm using right now is just a regular old mouse, but this one has a lot of buttons on it, so I'm going to. That's for the gaming, primarily for PUBG Battlegrounds. So I guess that's going to be coming in here the next week. So I got some packages, and so I want to say thank you for the folks that are watching over there on Twitch. I used a little of that money that's in my PayPal account to buy that. So the missus was happy because it did come out of our budget money. Because I'm a senior citizen, I'm retired. I collect Social Security, so we got to watch our funding and stuff like that. Not that I'm worried and stuff like that. So, but I just appreciate that I can throw a little bit back as far as for the. Sometimes I think in the past I've used the money and it's the payout's not that much. So, but it is a little extra. It's it's like finding a $50 bill once every 6 months or something like that. I'm gonna pick up that $50 bill and spend it, unless I look around. There's nobody around and stuff like that. But I do appreciate that. So it's I have bought minutes on my phone because I'm a track phone user, and which is different, as far as using that money, because it's like, wait a minute, where did that money come from? But it's a few pennies, so I do appreciate and I know there's commercials here on Rumble. I'm not that big of a broadcaster on Rumble that I make a lot. I think I make more on YouTube or on or Twitch than Rumble. Now, if I had the campaigns, the product campaigns. No, you didn't miss. We're waiting, Tina. I was waiting. I seen there was a commercial. So you're back on the Twitch. So we're going to go on 100. I waited, Tina. See, I know well enough to wait as far as that goes. So, but I appreciate you. I was just talking while you were watching the commercials that I appreciate you watching the commercials, just to let you know. Yeah, thanks. You're welcome. My pleasure. No problem. Got to take care of my audience and stuff like that. So, and you're spending a little bit of your time to look at this knucklehead. So I do appreciate that. Yeah, we're going to do 100 years ago because there is a 100 years ago from April 7th. So let's go ahead and bring that up here. Let me get rid of the banner first and then do the present 100 years ago with Roger Luther, who's been scarce. We didn't have him at all last week as far as that goes. So we're going to go ahead and present him. I can't think of that girl's name. I got to find out what that girl's name is. We'll go ahead and do that, and we'll go ahead and start 100 years ago from April 7th, which was this past Monday. Here we go, folks.
We continue our segment on sharing some of Broome County's past, an epidemic of scarlet fever in the southern tier. Broome County historian Roger Luther has this story and more in tonight's installment of 100 Years Ago Today, brought to you by UHS.
100 years ago today, an epidemic of scarlet fever in Deposit has reached such proportions that schools, churches, and movie houses have been closed indefinitely, and all public gatherings have been banned. 46 babies were born at the EJ Workers Hospital on Washington Avenue during the month of March. That breaks all records for total births at the hospital in 1 month. Final arrangements were made today with the famous evangelist known as Billy Sunday to hold a series of revivals in Binghamton later this year. And finally, thieves broke into the tailor shop at 26 Exchange Street in Binghamton Saturday night. They got away with 18 men's suits. And that was the news, April 7th, 1925.
Oh, we can add men's suits. 18 men's suits were pinched. Oh my God. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Tina. Oh my. That's a new one. That scarlet fever, I guess that was the COVID of the day back then. That seems like because public gatherings were banned. Just that distancing and stuff. And then workers of EJ Workers Hospital, that's the EJ shoe company. The workers were busy making babies. And you were thinking that too? Yeah, I was thinking that too. And I don't know who this Billy Sunday. I never heard of him, but I guess he was sort of like Billy. Who's the evangelist there? Billy Graham. Billy Graham is the only evangelist I really know. And his son is a pretty good guy. I like his son. I grew up. My mother used to watch Billy Graham on TV and stuff, but his son, who took over, is just like his dad. But finally, thieves broke into the tailor shop at 26 Exchange Street in Binghamton, the city of Binghamton, and got away with 18 men's suits. Oh, and yeah, Billy Graham. You know Billy Graham. Yes, Tina. That's he was a good man. God bless him. God bless him. Okay, let's see. That was 100 years ago. That was fun. We're going to go ahead and take a break because I'm out of coffee here. I sucked it down. Oh, this coffee's good. It's good coffee today. Great coffee. And we're going to go ahead and get a fresh cup. And we will be back in a couple minutes. So just hang loose there, folks, and we'll continue with the history and the sports and other things that are happening here in the Southern Tier from our local news outlets there on the web and stuff like that. So we'll be right back. What are we doing? Oh, we're doing skateboard. Okay, here we go. No, we're not doing skateboard. That's the ending one. We're doing. Oh, there we go. No cough, but we got to sneeze. Captain Rehab says no cough, so you're getting better. Bubblegum ball game. Here we go. And we're back. Let's see, can we hear that? Yep, we're back. Okay, I got good sound. We are back here on the Wednesday morning coffee for 04.09.2025 at Rumble video broadcast for April 9th, 2025. And we are back with our second cup of coffee. I'm Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich. And if you're still here, and let's see, Tina must be going because Hal must be broadcasting somewhere. I don't see him. I see Liam. Let's go ahead and do a refresh here. Do we have to do a refresh to get? Yep, there's Hal. Hal. Okay, Tina. See you later. Ciao for now. Have a good time over there. Tina's going over there, to go see Hal. He's a broadcaster that comes on at about 7 o'clock there. He's out of Michigan. He's a good guy. Turn my clock light off there. But we are back here for the morning coffee. It's we're halfway through the week, working towards the weekend. I'm Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich. With the second cup of coffee here. Oh, it's tasting good. It's tasting really good today. What happened to my Oh, the Bluetooth. The Bluetooth just told me it's getting disconnected. What do you get disconnected for? Look at it. Oh, but we are back here, and I do appreciate the folks that are watching thus far. And those folks that may be watching on the replay, thank you also. And the people that are listening on the audio podcast, or the audio pod, as I call it, for the morning coffee audio pod. I do appreciate that. We repurpose the audio right after the broadcast and put it and post it up over there on Spotify for Creators, which is a great platform. I've been on there for a number of years. They took over the old Anchor app, and I've been on there. And prior to Anchor, I think I was on Dialogue for a while. And Dialogue, this is back in the day, way before Clubhouse and was it X? What do they call it on X, where they just talk? But Dialogue was doing. I was on that for a little bit, and prior to that was Audioboo. I loved Audioboo. Audioboo was cool. Good times on Audioboo. There was a good community. Now the audio community is all scattered because everybody's everywhere. There's so many platforms to get your audio fix, and we're on Spotify for Creators, and Spotify puts it out there on various platforms, and we appreciate that. I've been on these things for a number of years now, and I have fun doing it. I pride myself on the consistency. Yeah, I might be saying the same old stuff, same old stick. There's a little differences because we've got different news, different things going on, but consistency is the key, I think, that I feel for a good broadcaster. Consistency and being real and not being a blowhard, because there are blowhards out there as far as that goes. But we're not going to go down that ugly road because that's exactly what it is. It's let's see the rest of our history here. You know what? I forgot to bring up the AP history. Let me go ahead and put that in there. Let's see AP history for. Let's see AP history. History for April 9th. And deplorable. This is great for me to listen to while I do deeds. Oh, are you on Lotro right now? What server are you on, deplorable? You got to be on what, Glanderin, or are you still over on the 32-bit? Geez, I might have to hop on you. It's like, let's see, doing the deed. So you're playing Lotro and you're listening to me. Oh, I thank you. That means a lot. Because I love Lord of the Rings. I'll hands down, Lord of the Rings is great. Let's see, on our Oh, Paragon, but right now I'm playing. Yeah, I was on. I when the 64-bit servers are down. I have a lore master. It's only level 10 or 15 or something, maybe less than that. Look, because Agamor, that's it. So you're a VIP if you're on Agamor. That's a VIP. So I was on there yesterday. I hadn't been on there in a couple weeks. I pop on there every once in a while. But you're on Peregrine. Okay. Let's see the level cap. This is a little bit of where am I at? Let's see. Deplorable says the level cap is going up to 65 at the end of the month. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, they're doing some things. Okay, on the Agamar. Okay. Yeah, because I'm on Glanbrin. So Peregrine. Where's Peregrine? Is Peregrine one of the old? That's. I have a couple of characters on Glanbrin also. Okay, so you got some Sprinter. Yeah, I still have. What do I have? I know Agamar or no, not Agamar. That's but on the the Agamar server, I've got a character, just one character as a lore master. That's the only lore master I have. I'm playing mostly my the character I should have 150. I've had for 18 years. It's only at a 138 level. I don't really. I just like farting around on it and stuff. I don't go for that. There's too many. There's a whole bunch of 150s already, but I've been on there for 18 years, and I think Deplorable, you've been on there just as many, a number of years there and stuff. It's a great game. I love talking about it. So I'm glad that's good that Peregrine is the other U.S. server. Oh, that's the role-playing one. Okay. I was going to say that's okay. You do you told me that before. That's right. Yeah, I don't. But you do the deeds. I don't really do the deeds that much. If I get bored, I'll look at them. But I focus more in on the quests and just do. I want to get back into the crafting with some of my characters. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the history here. Let's see. In 1667, the first public art exhibit was held in the Paris Royal in Paris, with works by members of the Royal Academy of Painting, Sculpture that were on display in the galleries. In 1667 for 15 days. So that was the first art gallery. In 1833, the first tax-supported public library opened in the U.S. in Petersboro, New Hampshire. Okay. I've been through there, Petersboro. That's up there north of Nashua. Was Jackie here?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to have to excuse me for a minute, folks. Jack is here. I got to take him to the bathroom. There's other cats there. I'll be right back. Okay, so just hang loose there, and we will be right back here. I'm just going to put the music on real quick, and I will be right back. Let's see. Bubblegum. Okay. Okay, we're back. He didn't have to go. He went at 4:30 when I woke up just before waking up, I guess. And Jackie's finicky. He has to have somebody. He wanders around the kitchen here, and the missus says he's probably got to go to the bathroom and stuff. He's the oldest of the 5 cats we have now, but he doesn't like the other cats. It's a little. Let's see. Continuing on with the history, in 1965, the Houston Astrodome opened its doors for the first indoor baseball game ever played. 1965. 1983, one of my favorite singers and performers, David Bowie, went to #1 on the UK singles charts on this day for the 4th time with the song Let's Dance. Great song. The first time he reached the top of the charts on both sides of the Atlantic. And 160 years ago today, the American Civil War ended. Thank God. That was a butcher of a war. When Robert E. Lee and his Army of the Northern Virginia surrendered to General Ulysses S. Grant and the Union Army. The moment was the first time the two men had ever seen each other, and they were both West Point graduates. Each other face to face in almost 2 decades. Suddenly, overcoming with sadness, Grant found it hard to get to the point of the meeting. The victorious general granted parole and freedom to the 28,000 Confederate soldiers, allowing them to return home with their horses, and officers with their swords and pistols effectively ended the 4-year war. And that was a brutal war. It was a very brutal war. But it saved the Union. Okay, let's see. On the AP side, let me check the chat here real quick. Let's see. 1940, during World War II, Germany invaded Denmark and Norway. Damn those Germans. 1942, during World War II, some 75,000 Filipino and American soldiers, we just talked about this, surrendered to Japanese soldiers, ending the Battle of Bataan in Philippines. The prisoners of war were subsequently forced to march 65 miles to POW camps, and that wasn't a good time for those people. That's why today is National Recognized POW Survivor Day. 1959, NASA introduced the Mercury 7. The first 7 astronauts, Scott Carpenter, Gordon Cooper, John Glenn, Gus Gusman, Wally Schirra, Alan Shepard, the first American in the United States. There, Jack. Hi, Jack. How we doing? Okay. And Don Slayton, the Mercury 7. Those are the first of 7 astronauts that were were in space for the United States. And Alan Shepard on May 5th, 1963, is when he went. So they took him 59, 60, 61, 60, almost 5 years after they named the team. And it was on this day in 2003, Baghdad fell to American troops during the Iraq War after 6 days of fighting. So, because there was no way the Iraqi army could contend with the force of the United States, or the Allied forces that were fighting there. There was an Allied force, even though it predominantly was all American forces. Let's see. How brave were they to go to space where no one had gone before? Exactly. And they were in a tin can to boot. You know, you think it was high tech and all that, but you know, I've seen the Mercury capsule up close, the Gemini and the Apollo, and you know they look a lot bigger on TV and on pictures, but when you're up close, it's like they didn't have that much room at all as far as that goes. Let's see. We got this guy. I forgot to update my my word blockers. Hang on for a minute. I got to do a 6-click here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or is it a 5-click? Maybe it's a 5-click. 5 or 6 clicks here I got to do to get rid of that. Yeah, that's true, deplorable. Yeah, it's just how brave. Especially back then. You know, now, even now, I don't take it for granted. The people that, you know, they got these Blue Origin is sending up civilians on it's the same type of flight to Alan Shepard. Alan Shepard, he just went up and he came back. It was a suborbital flight the first couple Mercury flights. And that's what Blue Origin's doing with the John Glenn. I think it's called the John Glenn rocket. They got a bigger rocket they launched. They put it in orbit. This month, supposedly, SpaceX is supposed to have flight test number 7, and that's supposed to be an orbital if they get it off, because the last 2, the Starship has crashed and burned after launch. But that is, I don't know, that you could say, yeah, it's not a safe. It's as safe as it can be with the technology we have, but I would really have to think. I would love to go into space, but I would not want to be up there very long. Oh, you okay?
Yeah, toast crumbs.
Oh, toast crumbs. So Captain Rehab, it's not because of the cold. It's just because. What are we doing, Jackie? Huh? You good boy? Yeah. Oh, there you go. Good boy. Okay. Good boy. Okay. Let's see. All right. So there's our history, and oh my, coughing. Yeah, she's having her breakfast here. So it's just like something went down the wrong tube there. Some crumbs from the toast there. So the Mercury 7. Let's see. We have NBA action starting this past, and I guess the teams are starting to look at for the playoffs. Playoffs are coming up soon. But let's see. Monday night, nobody played. Oh, your 76ers lost to the Heat there, Captain Rehab, seeing that you're still here. So Jack just slapped Rich. Yeah, he just slapped me. Yeah. Captain Rehab. Let's see. Last night, I said I was going to watch this, but the Celtics. Oh, that must have been a good game. They beat the Knicks 119-117. The Brooklyn Nets beat the Pelicans last night. And let's see. For tonight, the Celtics are going to be playing the Magic tonight. Your 76ers are playing the Wizards tonight.
Did you sleep better last night?
And let's see. That's it. And then tomorrow, the Knicks play the Pistons. And the Nets play the Hawks tomorrow night. So we'll talk about those games on Friday. Oh, Deplorable, you're a 76er fan? Okay, that Captain Rehab's a 76ers fan. Okay. And let's see, the 76ers, are they in the playoffs? Let's see, where are they sitting on the – oh, no, they're down 13th. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. What do they take, the first 8 or 10 in each conference? Because right now, Cavaliers are first, Celtics are second, Knicks are third, Pacers are fourth, Bucks, Pistons, Magic, Hawks, and Bulls. Then the Heat, Raptors, Nets, and 76ers. Nets are 12, 76ers are number 13. I think last night I was watching the sports show, Pardon the Interruption. They were talking about this game. The Lakers last night lost to the Thunder. And they said that they might have did that on purpose because they don't want to face the Thunder in the Lakers. They lost to the Thunder 136-120, and they had all hands on deck last night. So it's going to be interesting. Let's see in the Western Conference. What do we got in the Western Conference? Yeah, Thunder are number 1, Lakers are number 3. So I think they want to get in the lower bracket. Maybe. I don't know. That's what they were talking about. I don't know. In other basketball, this past Monday night, we did have the national championship for the NCAA March Madness, and was between the University of Florida and University of Houston. I went to bed when Houston was up by 12 points. I'm thinking, okay, Houston's got it. That's the end of the game. I wake up the next morning, yesterday morning, and find that the NCAA champions are the University of Florida. They won. They came back. I had to go back and look for the preview and the talking heads on the TV. I guess those last 12 minutes, Houston just crapped the bed. They had 3 turnovers. They missed a shot. And so Florida wins it 65-63. That's one of those things. I thought it was an automatic. Houston, I thought it was an automatic. Double J saying hello to Jack. Long time. Yeah, there's Jack. He's enjoying the birds they're bopping around in the pear tree out here. We got a pear tree out on the side of the lawn here. Our neighbor's pear tree. So I was really surprised. So congratulations. Maybe next year, Houston. Major League Baseball. Let's see. Deplorable. Who's your baseball team? I know you're not a 76er fan. I think you said, are you a Cleveland fan? Or is that, no, that's Big Juice. Big Juice is a Cleveland fan. Let's see. Starting Monday night, the Yankees lost to Detroit. And the Mets beat the Marlins Monday night. And the Phillies, did the Phillies play? Because that's Captain Rehab's team. Captain Rehab, let's see. I don't see. The Phillies did not play Monday, Captain Rehab. Oh, you're not really a fan of baseball. Okay, gotcha. Let's see. I'm a fan, but I don't watch it as much as I used to. Yankees last night lost to the Tigers. Ooh, Tigers look like they could be a good team. I did watch a little of this game. The Mets kicked Marlins' asses. This was yesterday afternoon. It was a cold day, cold afternoon down there in Citi Field in Queens, New York. Mets beat the Marlins 10-5. Used to go to the Yankees just to make people mad. Okay. I like the Yankees and the Mets. I favored the Yankees over the Mets. I like both teams. And let's see. Phillies, they lost to the Braves. I can't stand the Braves. That's a one team I cannot stand. I've never been a fan of theirs. I like the Red Sox more than I like the Phillies. Like the Braves. The Phillies are a good team. They're a good, solid team. And let's see, that's it. Today, we're going to have the Yankees continuing. Hopefully, they can win a game against the Tigers. The Mets play the Marlins at 1:10 p.m. It's another afternoon. It's going to be a cold one down there in Queens. And Captain Rehab's Phillies, they're continuing to play the Braves. So that's what we have on baseball. Let's see, tomorrow. Phillies continue to play the Braves tomorrow night, but New York Mets and Yankees are off as far as that goes. But used to go to the Yankees just to make people mad. Like that. That's a good one right there. That's a good one, Deplorable. Piss off those Met fans and the other people. No, we're my area right here in the Tioga County area. A lot of people they're Yankee fans. Okay, so that's our baseball, our sports. So we got all that. Let's see what else we got in the news here. We're at an hour and 17 minutes. So, and the sun's coming out. Let's see the temperature go up. Nope, still 26. We'll go for a walk, I guess, if it goes up another degrees.
It's not gonna be as windy like.
Yeah, I don't see the wind out there.
Windy
So
like it was.
yeah, it's clear blue skies out. So it's not as windy, and I'm not seeing any of the tree limbs moving around. So we don't have any wind as far as that goes. Okay, let's see what we have on Fox 40. Full disclosure, I have no affiliation with Fox 40, the Fox affiliate here in the Southern Tier, up there in Vestal, as well as all these other news agencies. We're going to be looking at their webpage for articles that I can share a little bit of the Southern Tier of upstate New York with you all. Let's see what we got here.
Sure, now you want to wait. Now that nobody's else.
Emergency crews respond to a second alarm garage fire in Shenango Fort. Oh, we got a fire. Let's go ahead and see what that's all about.
Emergency crews.
Okay, this is going to be a quick one here. How come that doesn't want to stay there? Let's see. Okay, we bring it back there. We turn off our banner, and we'll see what this fire is all about. Okay, there we go.
This evening, emergency crews were responding to a second alarm garage fire in Chenango Forks earlier this evening. The call first came in shortly after 5 p.m. for a garage fire at 337 Sapbush Road. Multiple agencies were on the scene. The state of the garage is unclear at this time.
Okay, so it was just a grass. That's more than a grass fire. That's a structure fire right there. So, oh, garage fire. Okay, so they had some grass fire going there and stuff. So, okay, so we had a small fire. Nobody was hurt. That's always a good thing. That's always a good thing. Okay, let's see what we have here. Oh, okay. Binghamton University officially reopens third floor of library with new resident renovation. Well, today, what was it? National Library or something to do with the library today? We'll go ahead and check this one out here too.
Binghamton University.
Yeah, Binghamton University. That's a university here in the southern tier of upstate New York. It's in Vestal, New York. It's a pretty decent education facility. They got New York State has some good schools. I don't know. Is Binghamton part of SUNY?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Okay, it's part of the SUNY. SUNY. Okay. So
Top rated, one of the top 10 schools, I think.
yeah, it's one. Yeah, it's up there. It's a good university. It's a diamond in the rough here in the southern tier of upstate New York that we like to say. So let's see what this one's about. And this is from Binghamton University. It's up there in Vestal, New York. Though it says Binghamton, the next door. Here it goes.
Binghamton University is celebrating the grand opening of the fully renovated third floor library. The 45,000 square foot space has about 190,000 books available in collapsible bookshelves, a data studio, plus a maker lab with 3D printing, learning commons, and new seating options. The upgrades also include areas for quiet study, collaborative work, instruction, and research. The new Digital Scholarship Center will create a community of practice for research and activities in the digital realm on campus. The recently completed $38.7 million project was funded by the SUNY Construction Fund.
I think you'll agree with me that this beautiful space shows our commitment to facilitating exemplary student learning experiences, infusing technology into our core services and spaces, as well as future-proofing our library.
It's a place where our students really put in the work and tie together all the things that we hope they gain from a Binghamton education. This new third floor is going to help them do that better, and I hope that this space serves to remind our graduates of what they are capable of for many years to come.
Okay, so that's a Binghamton University president, I guess, there. And so it's always something going on. Very, like I said, I've been up there a couple times, not in recent years and stuff, but I've been up to check out the university. It's a nice university, and they got a new library going there. So let's see what else we got on Fox 40. There's 2 articles in Fox 40. That's not too bad. Oh, let's see. And I think that's it for Fox 40. Let's check WEBO or WEBO. Anything on there? Got Easter egg hunt out there, Candor's Dandelion Festival. But other than that, nothing going there. WNBF radio station. And not really seeing anything there. They talk about the, let's see, Channel 12 News, WBNG. Oh, they got a little bit more on the garage fire. So let's go ahead and see what this one's about. And let's see. Let's bring this one up. This is another perspective from Channel 12 News. Again, no full disclosure. I have no association with Channel 12 News. Just showing what is going on here in the southern tier of upstate New York. And we'll get this one going here.
Good evening and thanks for joining us here at 6. I'm Atreya Maneshny. And I'm Nicole Long. We begin with breaking news out of Shenango Forks, where crews are fighting a large garage fire. It's happening at 337 Sapbush Road. That road is completely blocked off. Multiple departments are tearing down the structure with a bulldozer as they battle the blaze. We'll keep you updated as we learn more.
Oh, let me turn the camera back on. There we go. I turned the camera back on. So they tore the garage down. That means it was a total loss. There was no loss of life. So that's probably a car got caught on fire or something. It started a grass fire, but just being an ex-firefighter, when you hear there was no loss of life, that's okay, no problem. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, we've been having.
Why did the email?
Let's see. Is this the emu that was escaped and was wandering? We got an Animal Adventure Zoo welcomes new emu. I wonder if this is the one that was running around and escaped. Let's go ahead and listen to this. The emu it's an animal that's on the Liberty insurance commercials here in the United States. It's funny, but let's see what this one's about here on WBNG.
Emu crossed the road. That's the question some residents were asking themselves when they spotted one on Cafferty Road this past week. Some thought it had escaped from the Animal Adventure Park, which isn't too far from the area. The owner, Jordan Patch, says all their birds were accounted for. Apparently, this emu has been running wild in Broome County for about a year. Park staff was able to securely catch the emu, saying she gave them quite the run for their money. And now the emu, known as Lilith, is safe and sound.
It's great to have a happy. Most importantly, in our opinion, she's going to be with other emus where she belongs. Running around the hillsides of Harpersville and Windsor is a potential public safety risk with traffic and so forth. Now she's in a controlled environment where we can care for her.
Right now, Lilith is in quarantine, which Patch says is standard practice for any wild animal that comes to the park. After her quarantine period is done, she'll join the other emus.
So this was running around here for a year. And nobody looked, it's just like, so this emu survived the winter. So, which I think that's pretty surprising. I always thought they were a warm weather type of a bird. And safe in an animal zoo there, stuff like that. So that's good. That's good news right there. And let's see, what do we got for time here? Oh, we got time for a couple more. We're going to be coming up on an hour and 30 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and we'll just finish up on the news here, see what else we got. And talking about the library again. We already talked about that. And that's it for there. Let's see, the whale. Nothing over on the whale. What's this one? What's this one? No, we won't do that one. Let's see, Channel 34. Anything on Channel 34? And not seeing anything there. WENY out in Elmira. Let's see what we got here. And not really seeing anything. Real ID deadline 1 month away is required to fly on domestic. Okay, I gotta update my driver's license to Real ID. Okay, and let's see, nothing on the whale. Penny Saver. Got Firehouse subs returning to Owego Central Fire Station, April 7th. Proceeds to the host team. Okay, WKGB. Let's see, nothing on. Let's see, what do we got for features? Anything? Let's see, in sports. They got a sports page? Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see, KISS 104 page. The KISS 104 page, the WAAL page and WNBF page, they all have the same articles, so they're all part of the same group of radio stations here locally. And the Buffalo Sabres are officially out of the NHL playoffs. So I'm not much of a hockey player or hockey fan. So let's see, Power 93.7 WBLK up there in Buffalo. It's the same type of thing. Their pages are the same as far as that goes. So we're at the end of our news thing there. So we're just going to go ahead and close out those tabs, making sure we don't interrupt or disturb the broadcast here. But we've been on for an hour and 30 minutes, and I think it's a good spot to go ahead and exit stage left here. What happened there? I got to bring the banner back up. There we go. There's the banner. So we're going to go ahead and exit stage left here and get our day started. And temperature, it's 28 degrees. We gained two degrees, so it's getting warmer. That's a good thing. The sun is right out there. That's nice. Nice blue sky this morning. We'll see what the weather brings as far as that goes. Let's see. Deplorable, I said, have had them escaped a few times. Oh, the emus. Yeah, that was that. I didn't realize we had one running around. As far as that goes, Deplorable. That's an animal they should bring into Lord of the Rings, an emu. Where would an emu pop up? Probably down there in Umbar, because it's more desert. Where are emus from? Let me see. Australia. Okay, Australia. Thank you. Australia. And I figured they were in a warmer climate, and so this emu survived the winter here, and I guess we got cats outside, feral cats that survived the winter. So I guess if they can, an emu can too. It's just be a fun mount. Oh, there we go. Yeah, have an emu mount. That's a good one there. That's a good one, Deplorable. That is a good one. Okay, we're going to go ahead and exit stage left here, folks, and get our day started. I want to say, let's see, let's go down. I want to say thank you to Tony D, who was in the house here real early. Salute to you, Tony D, my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. Thank you very much, Tony D. Double J's coming in from overseas at an undisclosed location. Unless he lets me know, I'm not going to, he's overseas. He's originally from India. And we're always glad to see you, Double J's, as far as coming in here and taking part in the conversation. Our Jersey girl, Tina, she was here. Thank you, Tina. She's over there. Let's see, Hal Massa and my good friend Liam, Jim Figerty on Twitch. They're on. But thank you, Double J's. Thank you, Tina. And we're going down the list. Tim Fan40 was here. Good morning. And thank you, sir, who popped in on the YouTube side. And Captain Rehab coming in from the city of brotherly love. And after that, Deplorable, the Deplorables from Rumble. Thank you, commenting on Rumble. Thank you. Rumble rocks. We both like Rumble and stuff. But Deplorable, he is one of the newest people here. And I do appreciate, you're a regular now. I know where you're at. And you're playing Lotro, so you just went up the food chain there, my friend. You're a Lotro player, Lord of the Rings Online, and have been for quite a few years from what you've told us. So thank you, Deplorable, coming in from Western Pennsylvania, just south of Olean. We'll keep it at that, our locations. And he's in the general area here where I'm at. And we appreciate you being here, Deplorable. You have a good day. Have fun playing Loach. I'll probably be playing it when I get back from my walk this morning. I'll be checking out the servers there and stuff. I'll probably be broadcasting tonight again, as far as that goes. And I want to play, who is it? Ryan is his name, R-I-N-D. He's a pesky little hobbit. He's a burglar. I'm having fun playing that character. The quest, when you first start out, they're long drawn out. You're going here, and you almost but I got in an area where I was going out in the lowlands, and the quests were level 32, and Ryan was only a level 16, 17, and he wasn't going to be. So I had to bring him back into the Shire at Adso camp to do some more to level them up. So that's what I'm going to be doing with that one character. And the other, my main character, the one I've had for 18 years now, because this is the birthday month for Lord of the Rings Online. Zappo, he's in Gunderbar. So I'm having fun questing. So I'm going to probably do Ryan. I might do Gunderbar offline here a little bit with Zappo. But those are the two characters that I do bring into the live streaming for gaming as far as that goes. So we're going to go ahead and exit stage left here and get our day started. I want to say thank you again to those that were in the chat. I want to say thank you for those people who are just here watching the live viewer. That I appreciate it. Really do. I really appreciate it. I see the numbers, and we're ending with 7 people on Rumble. Rumble rocks. Yes. Rumble rocks. 1 person on locals, 1 person on the YouTube. We've got 2 people over there on Twitch, on X. How many people we got on X? Let's see. We've got 6 people on X. Thank you very much. X, you guys are appreciated as well. And Facebook, I don't think we have any. We always have. I see the numbers after Facebook, so we do have some Facebook viewers, but there's no current numbers up there. So, and for the people that watch on the replay, thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Thumbs up to you all, and also the people that listen to the Morning Coffee audio pod over there on Spotify for Creators. I see the numbers over there, and that's appreciated too. So because you're taking a little bit of your time, and I'd say this seriously, you're taking a little bit of your time to watch me, a simple knucklehead. I'm just a simple man, but I have fun doing this, and I do appreciate the interaction with you all, and I don't take it lightly as far as that goes. So thank you very much. And let's see. Double J says, okay, hump day. Take care. Yep, it's hump day. We'll see you. Double J's, have a good one again. Thank you again. And with that, I'm Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on X. That's my mainstay for posting on these social media feeds, on these fine social media feeds. I do post on a number of others. Just Google at Fireman Rich, and we're at Fireman Rich on most locations for the most part. Except Facebook, it's the real Fireman Rich. And YouTube, I think it's the @ Richard M. Roberts on YouTube, on the YouTube channel and such. So thank you very much. And with that, we are out of here. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. Thanks again. Ciao for now. And take care.